My forefathers obviously come from Turkey, but I represent a party in Germany and a member of the German Bundestag. But of course, when I travel, my name travels with me and my history travels with me. So in a way, I represent Germany, a country that was involved in the genocide as an ally of the Ottoman Empire, the German Kaiserreich. And my forefathers come from a country that was unfortunately in charge of the Armenian genocide. So in a way, I feel responsibility as a German citizen. And my message to Prime Minister or President Erdogan would be, if I would have a chance to talk to him, open the border to Armenia. That would be a gesture in the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide, and name the border Hrant border. That would be another gesture to remember Hrant, who served all his life to bring Armenians and Turks together. That, I think, would be a very good gesture. And then, of course, after the border is open, a lot of things would be much easier. Turks and Armenians would meet each other. The Turkish economy could invest in Armenia. It would also help Armenia to move closer towards Europe, because it would be the gate towards Europe, Turkey. That is in the interest of the European Union as well as of Turkey, not to have Armenia so close on the Russian side. And I personally also believe that it would make it easier to negotiate between Armenia and Azerbaijan once Turkey could be an honest broker and could help to bring both sides together. But you can only help if you have diplomatic relations with both countries, otherwise you can't help. That would be my advice to Prime Minister Erdogan. And my final advice obviously would be, as a German citizen, it doesn't harm a country if you deal with your history and if you also address the dark parts of your history. It only makes you stronger. It doesn't make you weak.
Do you think should Turkey recognize the fact of Armenian genocide?
I think Turkey will do sooner or later. It's a matter of time. I don't know when it will happen, but I'm sure one day it will happen. And it's not the first time that people negotiate about that. Also, it's not the first time that they negotiate about opening the border. Just recently we had the protocol, which was very close to get realized. Unfortunately, then Turkey shied away. But just long ago, Ter Petrosyan, the former president of Armenia, together with the leader of the Turkish nationalist movement, the party MHP, Turkish, had secret negotiations in Paris. Nobody can imagine that in Turkey today, but it took place. And they were very close to come together, and then unfortunately Turkish died. So it needs courage, obviously, and I don't see a reason why a Turkish leader could not show that courage, because after 100 years, this is obviously not about the past, it's about the future. And addressing the past opens the path towards the future. So
this year on April 24, Armenians want to mark Armenian genocide centennial, but on the same day Turkey will mark Gallipoli campaign. What can you say on this? Is President Erdogan trying to divert world leaders from commemoration Armenian genocide? What do you think on this?
Well, first of all, I think it won't work because people remember, as Turks remember, that it never took place on April 24th. That it takes place first time this year on April 24th, you know, is a very, very clear message. And as I said, it won't work. Even this very idea in itself, you know, backfired, because a lot of people who know history remember that there were Armenians fighting on the Ottoman side. One of them was Torosyan, a very famous case. He was a hero. He was a war hero on the Ottoman side. At the same time, he heard that his family was deported and killed. So the country he was willing to die for was killing his family. And then he switched sides to the British side. This is something I would love Turkish students to learn in their school books. So to learn from history that it never happens again, that never Turkey has first-class and second-class citizens. Every citizen should be treated as a first-class citizen. And my message I always give is, I went to Germany as a child of so-called guest workers. My parents worked there and they worked hard. But I'm now a representative of a party in this country. And I would wish that a person of Armenian origin could be an ambassador of Turkey. Why not one day having an ambassador in Armenia from Turkey of Armenian origin? That would be a nice gesture and a symbol of a changing Turkey, of a more open Turkey, of a more democratic Turkey, of a multicultural Turkey. And I'm deeply convinced it will happen.